welcome to the Paris Airshow 2023 roundup, if you like, of what's hot and what's not at this the Bourget Airport show in 2023. It's the first one we've had in Paris since the COVID pandemic, so it's obviously a nice opportunity for people to actually meet in the flesh again and do business, develop ideas, the whole range of aerospace business and innovation that's reflected at the show. I just thought I'd do a brief summary of some of the major trends that are happening at the show at the moment, and they're reflected in some of the news that's come out and some of the ideas that have been developing in the industry. Obviously sustainability is a big one, so we're at an interesting time really, where we're getting this transition, if you like, from the old combustion technology into new ideas about how we can fly with without creating CO2, NOx gases, and basically put the days of fossil fuels behind us. And obviously, so that trend is reflected in a lot of the press announcements that the various stakeholders involved in the industry are making. And it is an interesting time really. There's so many different possible future ways of propulsion that may take off, say electric, hydrogen combustion. These are all options that are on the table, and probably it may well be one or a combination of all of those types of technologies that eventually comes through, but it's still very early days and there's still an awful lot of development. So we're still at this transition moment where the companies are still trying to make their existing technology as sustainable as possible. The transition to SAF fuels obviously is a big one. So those engines will continue to be made in a way that makes them more efficient to run and fly and sustainable. But there's also, further in the mid-term to long-term development of a very, very different sort of architecture of aircraft and architecture of power sources that has to be developed. Another big trend I've noticed this year is the whole eVTOL thing. There's sort of, if you like, urban flight, electric taxis, electric flying taxis, if you want to call them that. If you go into Hall 5, you can't move for all the different various prototype eVTOL craft that are on there. So who knows? Maybe in the not too distant future, we will all be flying around in taxis that will literally be flying rather than on the ground and going from A to B in little hovercrafts. I'm a bit more sceptical about it myself, to be honest. I still think it's only going to be for the very wealthy and or business type clients to use that kind of option to get from A to B. Certainly I don't think it'll ever be a real sort of general public option. But yeah, that's it really. As ever, it's very hot in Le Bourget this year, as you can probably tell from the weather behind me. But very busy. This is the third day of the show, so most of the big sort of announcements have been made in terms of orders and things like that. So, and as ever, they kind of always coincide with the show, so that's no surprise really. It's a big event for them to release the media news that they've sold 500 aircraft to whatever airline it may be. So other than that, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. As I say, it's just a very brief kind of wrap up of where I think industry is going and some of the things that are reflected here in at this show. Thanks for watching.